and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to set a budget. Remember, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you save. I want to start off by saying thank you for every single person that liked, commented and subscribed to my YouTube channel. And I want to send a special shout out to those that follow my social media sites. My goal, if you remember it, is to launch a Shopify store selling laptops, achieving at least 100 sales within the first 3 months. A budget in simple terms is a plan for your money. It's where your money goes. So why budget? Budget allows you to control your money. So control where your money goes, control your spending, control your saving. Budgeting reduces stress because it allows you to understand when the money is coming out, when the money is coming in. Without knowing this, you could be at risk of seeing unexpected transactions within your finances. Having a good budget allows you to stay on top of your finances and allows to reduce stress. Secondly, budgeting creates discipline. While we're going to be on this journey of setting our goals, sticking to our goals, we need to be disciplined to stick to our goals, and budgeting is one of the tools that we can use to be disciplined, which in turn will allow us to achieve our goals. Budgeting allows to support your goals. If you know how much money you're making, if you know how much money you're spending, if you know what your expenses are, what your priorities are, it's very easy to set a budget that allows to support your goals. You can set money aside, that money that can go towards your goal. What are some of the examples of budgeting? Some of the examples include traditional budgeting, zero base, percentage budgeting, and envelope budgeting. Percentage budgeting is basically a 50, 30, 20. 50 is your needs, 30 is your wants, and 20 goes towards your saving. Envelope budgeting allows you to put money aside for specific categories of your spending, say bills, rent, and entertainment. The next one is zero-based budgeting. Zero-based budgeting essentially means at the end of your budget, you have a zero. Your income matches your outcome. Say you bring in £2,000, at the end of the month, you would spend £2,000. The other one is traditional budgeting. With traditional budgeting, it's the normal budgeting where you've got your income and you've got your expenses. You've got your income column where your salary goes, side hustles go, and then you've got your expense column where your bills and your everything else goes, and at the bottom you've got the totals, and that's your traditional budgeting. Budgeting should never be restrictive. When you do your budget, it should never be restrictive. Budgeting isn't about saying no. Budgeting is about saying yes to the right things. Say, for example, you've got your priorities and your non-priorities. Budgeting is about prioritizing the things that require the most attention first, and then giving less priority to the things that take away from, that don't require as much attention. So, the budget for our goal, for our Shopify store, is £3,635. That involves buying tools, Shopify subscription, packaging, marketing, and initial stock. So if we go into initial stock and open it up here, we've got a total of 34 laptops. We'll be spending £560 on Dell laptops, £500 on Apple laptops, £1,000 on HP laptops, £480 on Lenovo laptops, and £600 on the other brands, the lesser known brands such as Acer, Asus, Microsoft, and Samsung and Toshiba. For marketing, we're going to be using SEOs, search engine optimization. There is some free methods and there's some paid methods, but I'm pretty sure we could find a free method that we could use to market our store. And we shall also be using, on a monthly budget, I would say about £60 per month on social media advertising and referral programs where we offer £10 discount for every referral that comes through the store. That should cost us about £100 per month. In addition to this, we've got packaging components. So we've got foam inserts, anti-static bags, branded boxes, and shipping labels. That will cost us around about £70 per month. Our Spotify subscription, which is £25 for the standard Shopify subscription. And then we've also got tools here. We need a repair kit to repair the laptops. We need thermal paste, some screen cleaner and cloves, an air can, and replacement parts. That altogether should give us a total of £300. It's very important to review and adjust your budget at the end of every month, because every month is not the same as the month before. You could have spent more money this month than you anticipate to spend the month before. Set spending limits. Spending limits are very important. Say, for example, you make £2,100 a month. You could use the 50, 30, 20 method, where the 50 is for your essential needs, the 30 is for your wants, and the 20 is for your savings. You could set aside £1,050 for your bills, essentials, and all the things that you require. £840, it could go on spending on things like entertainment and things that bring you pleasure. And then the remaining balance, which will be around about £210, could go towards saving for your goal. Setting this limit allows you to budget for your money better, allows to ensure that you're living within your means, and allows to ensure that you are supporting your goal. Remember, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you save. Because if you're making £4,000 a month and your outcome is £4,000 a month, and you've not been able to save towards your goal, you're making less money than that person making £2,000 a month, but they're able to save £200 a month towards their goal. Tips for sticking to your budget. Use cash to pay for your discretionary spending. It's very easy to find yourself spending money using your contactless card because it's so seamless. Another tip, reward yourself to stay motivated. Sometimes it's hard to stick to a budget, but when you're able to stick to a budget, it's very important to reward yourself. Set money aside that rewards you, gives back to you to keep you motivated, to allow you to stick to the budget next time, to ensure that you save even more and more and more money so you can stick to your budget. Remember, budget should never be restrictive. The last one, set money aside for an emergency fund. You should always have money aside for an emergency fund. It doesn't have to be a continuous payment to the emergency fund, but it could be a specific number that suits your that suits your income and your outgoings. Say, for example, if you're earning £2,000, you could say, I like to have an emergency fund of about £500. And as soon as I get an emergency, I replenish that money over time. Say, for example, during a period of 6 months, I can replenish that. During a period of 6 months, I can replenish that emergency fund over time. And when I get a problem, I just use that money and slowly replenish it. That's one way to set an emergency fund. So that's how to budget for your goal. I've given you an example of how you could budget for your goal, how I'm going to budget for my goal, and the things I'm going to do and how I'm going to go about it. Please like, please subscribe, please comment on this video. Please share any tips you might have that might have not mentioned that help you stick to a budget, that help you set a budget. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Bye-bye. Be blessed. Stay blessed.